So
Where do you want me to
Jacob,
put this stuff?
Let's take it downstairs.
All right. It's good.
Jacob, I know you spent a lot of money on your
Hello.
CPU and GPU, but I got an extra one for you here. This one doesn't have a die, and this was from like 10 years ago.
I'm sure
It's gonna be better.
Is this
for
rock
sure.
and bulldozer architecture?
Yeah.
Since it's been being used for the last 5 years?
Uh-huh.
What's that?
And that's a 7600 GT. Obviously better than your
Obviously
1070.
better.
Like, there's no
I mean-
contest.
Look at how much smaller it is. That's so much more efficient.
Exactly.
Are you guys joking?
Poor Josh.
No stuff.
Yeah, I think we're ready. I think I wasn't going to include you guys. Hey guys, Jacob.
And Aiden.
And Caden.
Today, we're gonna build a computer. Let's talk about it. This is the second build that I've done. I don't know that you guys have ever started from scratch. You've always been updating systems and stuff.
No, I've started from scratch twice.
Alright, twice.
Yeah.
Shows how well I know my friends. But anyways, so I decided, since this is an activity that we all like, seeing as I'm going to my second one, and I'm gonna go a little bit overboard, why not do it together? We all spent a while going through the parts list because I'm insecure about my choices. So what I started out with was completely different from what we ended up with. And I'm really proud about what we ended up with. I think it's gonna be great. At the heart of the build, we chose the Core i7 6700K. This is sporting the new socket LG A1151. This is going to be great. It's a quad core hyper-threading, so it's got 8 virtual cores. I do plan to do editing, rendering, multitasking. That's why I went with the 8 core versus an i5. I'm just going with the things that I like the most first. We got the graphics card. We went with the GeForce GTX 1070 Strix. Went with Strix because EVGA is having a problem with their thermal pads, and I didn't want to mess with that. It was also on sale. Motherboard. It's where everything goes down. This is the Asus Z170 Type A. Not much to say about it. It goes with the color scheme really well, and it's gonna hold everything. It's great for overclocking. You went with 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance LPX memory, clocked at 3200 megahertz. Once again, fits the color scheme very nicely. 16 gigs for encoding, editing. It's real fast, so it'll help with gaming.
And all of your Chrome tabs.
Yeah. You know, if you have Chrome open, nothing else can run because it uses all of your RAM. True fact. For the power supply, I went with EVGA, the Supernova NEX 750 Gold. This is a 750 watt power supply with a 80 plus gold power efficiency. Fully modular, so we only have to use the cables that we're actually using, and they're not ketchup and mustard cables, which is very nice. As for storage, we went with, for the boot drive, the Samsung 850 EVO series. This is a 250 gig SSD in this absolutely stunning box. We have a Western Digital 1 terabyte Blue series. For mass storage, because you don't need solid state for mass storage.
I beg to differ.
He does beg to differ. Now, for the CPU cooler, we went with the H100i version 2.0. This has an RGB LED for the faceplate that goes on the CPU. It's a 240 millimeter radiator. This will be front mounted. It's a great CPU cooler that's going to help us keep it nice and frosty while overclocked.
Underclocked.
For the case, we went with the NZXT S340 Elite. Now, the picture is black, but we went with the white one. In case you haven't noticed, the only 2 colors that we really have are white and black. That is a color scheme. We're going to start with the case. Every YouTuber ever just lifts it. It actually works.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, got the static discharge out of the way.
So it looks great. It doesn't look like there was any damage in shipping.
Oh, take a look at the side panel.
Tempered glass side panel. We're not
Tempered
peeling.
glass.
We're not peeling that off till the very end.
Yeah.
We've got a nice amount of room for cable management in the back. That makes me real happy. Let's go ahead and take these panels off. Now this is nice. For all these connections up here, USB ports, audio, mic, power, there isn't a
HDMI pass through.
Yeah, for VR. Now, all of this is already cable managed through these Cool NZXT
Nice.
clips. Oh man, that's great. Got the top fan already installed. Now, do you push it? Is that how this comes off, or do you pull it?
There's a dust filter.
Nice.
Nice fine mesh.
That's magnetic there. It just sticks to the case.
Now let's take another look at the front.
All right.
So how'd you get that off?
You just kind of pull it.
just
brute
pull-
force.
Of
Yeah.
course. Okay.
All right. So it does in fact come with the two case fans. So we won't have to worry about any of those unless they're really loud. Then they'll get replaced. The radiator will be mounted here. The power supply, you won't see it. Let's go ahead and see what they decided to give us. We've got zip ties.
Oh, that's nice.
Those Molex adapters.
Oh yeah.
There's a Molex adapter. We finagled with the case enough. We're gonna move on to unboxing the motherboard and pulling it out. This is a 15-day premium account for World Warships, whatever that is.
Yeah. So install the radiator completely and then put the motherboard in.
The Hydro Series H100i version 2 Quick Start Guide. It's an extreme performance liquid CPU cooler according to Corsair. Alright, the backplate 16 washers, 2 of the SP120L fans, and 4 thumb screws. It comes with standoffs for some reason, and we'll find out why later.
So now this is just the CPU cooler, right?
Yeah.
In my day, the CPU coolers were like that big.
This is a fan.
Now it's got fancy schmancy water. Oh, they have thermal paste on it already. Very nice.
So on the radiator, this lights up. And on the faceplate, that also lights up. Now these are the CPU fan headers as well as for the pump. So we're gonna mount this first. We're gonna front mount it. We want the cables on the top probably.
I don't believe any of us have done a liquid build yet, so this is
Not
kind
yet.
of an
This is
adventure
new.
for all of us.
Corsair Link. Screws and washers. Did it come with any rubber grommets? Yes. Good. Well, before we do any of that, let's consult the manual.
Yep. The mighty manual. It knows
Uh-huh.
all.
Oh, uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
We
let's
can't
see.
put it on the top. Yeah. Do that. Oh, you don't use the side panel. You just let it hang out the side. That's the easiest way, they say.
Just let it hang out the side.
This
We have a
you can see, like,
visitor.
over here. A new challenger
Okay, man.
approaches.
Okay, so you guys know what you're doing now?
Hopefully.
Now, after we've bought everything, the tubing is going to come out the top of the radiator. This is really, I didn't realize just how intended this was for top mount.
Yeah.
Because it obviously will work for front mount, but the logo, I don't want it upside down. I will not accept an upside down logo.
Oh my gosh.
So what we're going to do is, instead of putting the tubing on the bottom, like it really kind of wants to go, because it just makes it fiddle more, we're just going to have to kind of bend the tubing to the way that we want it to make sure that the orientation is right as well as the logo is facing upright.
So whoever's editing this, edit a picture of Jerry Seinfeld right here. And if you don't, I'll kill you.
All right, so you got the fans all mounted and the
fan is
radiator mounted.
The fans are mounted, the radiator is mounted, everything is ready. So now we are going to start installing things onto the motherboard, starting with the CPU and the RAM. All right, so let's go ahead and start with unboxing the CPU.
Looks like you need a big boy knife. Not a guitar.
Or just big
Don't
boys.
throw it.
You need big boy's knife. Oh, you
I wanted to keep the boxes pretty, but that's not. But here you go.
Thank you.
You're
Well, if you
welcome.
have to send it back.
Yeah.
The box.
No, the
The
chip.
whole thing.
Unacceptable.
Just the box, no chip. like
Like
a
a
full
refund.
refund.
I did the wrong side
Shit
anyways.
burned up and disappeared.
Yeah, it's gone.
Burned up and disappeared. Once again, I did the wrong side. Yes, I'm
No,
unboxing
this isn't
everything.
Is this an unboxing video? Yeah.
It's an epic unboxing.
We should have been doing this like tutorial style.
Nah.
It would be like a 20-hour video because that's how long we're gonna be here.
Now we can.
You're not wrong.
And they were indeed lying. There is no
No CPU.
included CPU cooler.
Intel, you suck. I'm going.
Where'd you order this from?
Anyway,
Newegg? And Newegg said it came with in a CPO
Yeah.
cooler. CPU cooler.
Newegg, you suck.
Did I say CPL cooler? Why did
Here's your
I say that?
I'm not putting those stickers on my case.
Lane, those things are awesome.
I'll put it on the bottom of the case.
Put it on my shirt. Pristine.
We've got the Core i7 6700K processor. All right, here we go.
Thing.
Lifting the retention arm.
Lift the retention arm. Ooh.
Is this ASMR?
Okay.
Is there only the one?
Yep.
Oh.
There's two on
I have to send this mobile back. There's not more than one.
That was anticlimactic.
Step on that motherboard.
You should let
You just step on that motherboard.
Caden close it.
Contact
Caden
pads.
just
That's the
No.
scary part.
But I'm weak in
Where's my gold
my
triangle at?
queens.
Here's my gold triangle here. Line it up with the gold triangle here on it. It's been set.
All right.
You got it the right way, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not good.
Make sure that's set. All right.
Hear a loud crunch.
And now this black thing is supposed to pop off. Let's see if we did it.
Ooh, the most painful thing.
Oh, there it is.
Atta girl.
I don't know if I'm brave enough. I feel like I'm either gonna have it sliding away because I have to pull it sideways. Oh!
Beautiful.
Success.
Success.
Jacob,
So you gotta turn it on.
You can now
CPU has
finally
been
put that in your
installed.
resume. I
Next.
installed a CPU.
Corsair Vengeance LPX.
Now this is by far the most difficult part of any PC.
Yeah,
Of course.
Putting the memory on?
Yes. I always was always afraid.
If this is the hardest part, well,
No, the
anyway.
AIO was the hardest part.
When I was a kid,
Back. Oh wait.
you had
where's the motherboard man?
64K of RAM, and they were individual
Of
little
kilobytes?
chips. Yeah.
Oh, they were
Little chips with little tiny pins, and you had to stick
Wow.
each individual one into
Like,
the
I know
socket.
this without a heat spreader, it's just the chips
Alright.
on the DIMM, but there was no PCB.
There's no dim.
No.
Why was the DIMM? That's weird. That's neat.
Now we
No,
have
it was
two-
not neat.
Feels like
Since we have 4 channels, we have to figure out which channels they want us to use.
full.
I'm assuming it's the 2 black ones, but
I think it's the
Maybe
gray
not.
ones.
No,
What do you
we
wanna
used
bet
the
on?
black
I'll
and black.
wager on that.
Well, I'm thinking it's.
I think
they're
it's
both
the
gray.
white
We'll
ones.
see here.
I'll put a whole 25 cents on it. Oh, that doesn't open up.
No, only the top
Okay.
side does.
I'll do that.
Oh my god!
I'm a klutz.
Nice.
I dumped
Yeah,
the
right.
RAM installer.
Beautiful.
The RAM installer.
So I'm gonna be like every tech reviewer ever. You gotta line up the notch here with the notch on the
We get an
motherboard.
in-depth look at that. fan
I
installation.
didn't know you were supposed to line up the notches. I thought you were supposed to make them the opposite.
Are they
Yeah.
lined up?
Yep.
Are you sure?
I am.
I think you're
Are you
wrong.
100?
I am wrong.
I'm
I
watching.
am wrong for once.
Right?
For once.
Are you putting it in the right slot?
Yes.
Oh! All right.
Okay,
Now let's see if this
Deliciosa.
second performance can match that level of.
Bam! Just slaps it in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going.
Suck it.
Here we go. You're not inside the socket.
I am aware.
Evenly, bro.
Oh.
And then he blew a transistor. That's
All
so
right.
perfect.
Did it click?
That doesn't. No, it didn't.
Now it's clicked.
There we go.
That was the cracking of your
Does
motherboard.
that you did that without any issues? That is legitimately impressive.
What did he do?
Installed the I/O shield.
Oh. Oh.
This guy's better than us.
I know. I have bent both of the I/O shields I've installed.
As far as you guys know, the I/O shield and the motherboard took 2 seconds.
We are now just. I guess we're not doing too bad.
We're at
We
the
are
10-minute mark.
1 hour and 15 minutes in.
Oh, that's not bad.
So tell us what the issue is, Aiden.
We cannot figure out how to put this AIO on. It's an all-in-one
Yeah.
cooler. It's liquid. We've never done it before. And these standoffs are just being temperamental.
I
So
wanted it like this.
we are finally just gonna try it, see if something works. Oh gosh.
Right. So once again, that took us About a minute.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Closer to what? 30, 45 minutes?
45 seconds, I think. Yeah.
Right, so our first AIO cooler experience kind of sucked.
Horrendous.
Yeah, one thing I'm gonna say, Corsair, this is the bag that you put the standoffs in. They need to be labeled. There's 4 LGA, 1150X, and then you've got the 1366, then you have the 2011. We had 4 bags. We had 3 bags?
None of them were labeled.
None of them were labeled.
With the lettering that you have right there.
These are B.
So-
These are the B ones. Oh, I wonder if this bag was B. Oh, I can't remember because they're not labeled.
That's very, very frustrating.
Okay, so that's what made this take so long. I kept second guessing which standoff was supposed to go in, but it's in now. Much here. We'll finagle with that here in a little bit. But yeah, it's starting to look like we know how to put stuff together almost.
I think next step is a power supply.
I believe so.
That's it. One. Now just plug in a Molex connector to the.
What do I need a Molex? Oh yeah. Oh, Salazar.
Yeah.
We're about to do a test boot.
We just want to pose.
I got it.
All we want to do is post.
If it does on the first attempt, it's amazing. I will give you that. Okay, here we go.
Oh, we've got a light on the motherboard.
Oh yeah.
Good. LEDs is saying check
LEDs.
memory.
There you go.
There's the post.
Holy crap. 4 gigahertz.
Awesome.
RAM, we've got 16
Looking good.
gigs of DDR4 2133.
perfect.
So it's running at a reduced clock rate right now, which is fine because we haven't gotten into it. We posted. I feel good.
Ooh, feels good, man.
All right, so it's been a whole 5 minutes since we started. Okay, yeah, that's a lie. It's been closer. It's closer
3
to
hours?
5 hours than 5 minutes, to be honest. Right now we're plugging in case headers. Flip it around for you. What we want to make sure is for the graphics card. Now the graphics card that I used in my first build is about that long, so I haven't been thinking about clearance for it too much. The 1070, as you can see, the box is longer than the case. Now we have 4 RG Velcro straps.
Very nice.
Here, let's take a look at this ever important driver. Okay.
The speed setup, you plug it in. I like this.
That's a
part
nice
for it.
box.
No, you have to keep the bag. That keeps the thermals just where you want.
It's an anti-static bag. You need it in the case, obviously.
I feel like I need white gloves.
I love the back plate.
Oh yeah.
That is beautiful.
Turn over.
And we've got a back plate on the bag.
That lights up if I.
This is in fact RGB.
That is definitely sharp. Okay, so we got
It's got a DVI. I think it's 2 display right here.
fan headers, huh?
Yeah, it's got
Oh,
2
for
fan
the-
headers that are dedicated to.
You can set it to throttle with the GPU.
So we're gonna install it now, or?
Yeah, we're gonna install it.
We're just gonna.
We'll probably end up pulling it back out.
The nice
Pull out
part
the
about this
expansion
case
slots.
here, we can pull out the expansion slots directly with thumb screws.
Hey, what do we got here, Jacob?
This is our SSD. This is a Samsung 850 EVO. It's a 250 gig drive, 2.5-inch form factor. It weighs nothing. It literally weighs nothing. It weighs
that-
like
that's
the
nice.
same as an SD card,
Wow.
which is nothing.
Did you get the video card in yet?
No,
No,
we're
we're
waiting
gonna
to
wait
install
to-
SATA. Hey, get the cable on
And
Song Adventure 1.
now that we cleaned it up, it fits here.
Really?
Yeah. So we're gonna pull the
Are you
first screw.
absolutely sure?
Yeah, I just put it in.
Nice. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
Oh, actually, I have to take
Don't
this all the
touch
way
that.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
out. Okay, ready?
Finish him. Nice, that's done, man.
No!
Give it to me. I will play it.
I want to see it.
You better not record this.
It's right. Start over.
Wait for it.
This webcam is so bad.
And it wasn't even supposed to go to you. It was supposed to go to Clay. It was supposed to go to Clay. I like this down.
I have that saved on several
Well, I did it because Clay's like, I bet I'm a better dancer than you. I was like, I don't believe it, and that's why I sent it to make him feel uncomfortable.
It became the best thing ever.
It's the best meme
You're
in
welcome.
2016. You better not.
It's been too long.
Bye.
What's it? It's been too long.
Stop. There it is. Oh boy.
Can you see the name? Alex is superior.
Let me see.
Let's start.
We're starting.
Oh, it's a TV, so it's got that.
Fix the TV.
You can't do anything with this TV.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
No. Just to give a quick benchmark comparison for myself for Premiere Pro.
Benchmarks.
I grabbed a quick video at 720. The point is I wanted to see how long it takes to encode it.
I could do this some other time also, because at the same time I want other benchmarks, but I don't want to inflict the time of this.
Right.
Putting it together.
So this is the extreme test at 1080
Go ahead and
on my 2014 MacBook Pro with 16 gig of RAM, the biggest processor it had in the time,
It's also one.
with the 2 gig NVIDIA.
So we're gonna start out at 60C, and it won't.
We're getting 8 frames a second,
92C.
running at 80 Celsius, 80 degrees Celsius.
37%. I'm gonna turn these.
All right, what's your
bottom.
temperature at? You're running at 61C, and you're getting
61C with
82 frames a second.
Yeah.
The average is 87.6, 87.5. So this is at 1080p with 8x anti-aliasing.
Everything cranked up.
Everything's cranked up. The 1070 Strix has auto overclocked with raising the power limit. Well, it did this before, but I did raise the power limit to make sure it wouldn't throttle. Its auto overclock has brought me up to 1911 megahertz on the core. The memory
Probably
is
push
running
that
at
a bit further.
4004 megahertz. So now check out the score. So throughout that entire thing, 1080p, 1920 by 1067. I don't know, whatever. Using Direct 3D11, 8x anti-aliasing. It's a custom preset. The only thing we changed was the resolution.
Can you tell it to pick CUDA? Can you tell it to do, or is it only
This is
DirectX?
purely
This is-
GPU.
this is
It
GPU.
uses DirectX. It's only a GPU.
This record doesn't get you anything.
It's so pretty.
Perfect.
The drivers with accident.
What happened?
Oh gosh, Aiden.
What did you do now? Oh, wait.
Whenever it gets above 50, go ahead and turn.
Whoa!
So now that that's finally right.
Wait, go to options.
I want blue now.
I'm blow. Oh, that doesn't really matter. Blow.
Performance, of course. Is that pump? No, I didn't hear anything. I'm a liar.
If you listen really carefully, you can hear some fans.
This is a real quick benchmark to give you a quick comparison between my laptop, which was an Apple MacBook Pro, and the computer that we just built. Now, of course, there is no real comparison, but this is the reason I bring this up is I've not been real happy with Apple lately. I love the operating system, but their choices on hardware has been a joke. I don't even mind spending more money, but at this point, it's like you're not even upgrading. There's no point even really buying the new 2016 model. It's not really an upgrade from the 2014. It would be pointless to buy that machine. It is slightly faster. I've watched benchmarks on the top end 2016 model. It's roughly double the speed, about 16 frames a second from everyone I've seen on YouTube that does it. My computer does on Heaven about 8 frames a second. So that kind of gives you an idea. Mine is a 2014, top of the line, 2014 MacBook Pro. As you saw from the machine that he just built, He spent $1,500 for that computer. It took about 5 hours to build, and it's liquid cooled, so it's going to be able to run that speed and encode for hours and not get hot. It's not going to throttle down to some ridiculously slow speed because of overheating. He was getting, before overclocking, as you saw, around 87 frames a second on Heaven. But what I'm curious about is for encoding. So for this benchmark, what we've done is we've taken one of my older videos. It's a 720p upscale to 4K with a simple color grade added to it and the median effect added to it. So I'm going to show you as I drop these on here. We're going to do the same encode on my computer. And like I say, at best, the 2016 might be double the speed of what you're seeing me do now on this 2014. I think that's within a reasonable comparison. That 2016 laptop is about $3,000. You can get the desktop, the iMac, which is pretty much still has the same mobile video card in it. You can get more memory and stuff like that, but you're still talking about $3,000. You're not going to see a huge speed. I do not believe you're going to see a huge speed benefit. We already know that they pretty much stopped doing anything with their trash can, which is where it should go. And it's slower than the new iMacs. But let's do a comparison and see what you can get for $1,500 compared to probably $3,000 with Apple. And we got our sequence in and out, 10 seconds. We want to make sure we got all our settings right. 60 frames a second. Profile is high. Render maximum depth. 30 and 45 for the megabits target rate. Let's go ahead and cue this up. All right, and we're going to go ahead and encode it at using CUDA for the rendering engine. Go ahead and start this guy up. See how long we take. All right, so it took a while for it to finish encoding, and I missed the end here, but we can go ahead and click on the status. Look. It started at 7:35 and 34 seconds and ended at 8:21 and 10 seconds. So if we just knock the seconds off, we had basically 25 minutes here and then 20 minutes after the hour. So we had a total of 46 minutes it took. And as you will see from his videos that he's going to do, even if the 2016 model was 2 to 3 times faster, it would still be significantly slower than his home-built machine for $1,500.
Okay, so I actually decided not to abort this. This is still running at the 4 gigahertz. I also realized my GPU overclock wasn't running, so this is completely stock machine. It'll still be good for before and after. Overall time was 12 minutes and 22 seconds. Okay, so we're back. I went through the liberty of grabbing the hardware monitor while I was down. So as you can see, we are now running at the proper frequency. The Intel i7 6700K. And we're going to try this again. I've got the same thing here. To make sure we're running at the proper speeds. Yep. Station. Roughly the same. We're about to be finished here any second now. The total time exporting this film, or 10-second clip, was 9 minutes and 35 seconds.